tariko mu kulati sakata bake na tariko kane lande ningan na tariko landi mbita wandi tariko letala anu ningo ke dum wala mbutu wala nyinti masibo boy tan tol kanne na nunto alfalu ya kata bake inna ado mutale ya kanu adiyate bake ye ko be kata imon song ay kanema woton tol fana min benta nyin jamano fe bi se ko be kata na ya kana kanamma.
Oral history shows a diversity of human experiences and values individual life experiences of the people of all ages and backgrounds. It documents the views and opinions of individuals on a variety of issues, gives voice to marginalized groups often hidden from history, and preserves for posterity unwritten knowledge and individual expertise which would otherwise be lost forever. The history students of the University of the Gambia on Saturday, 19th March 2011, embarked on a research to 3 original settlements of Kombo, namely Busumbala, Yundum, and Sanyang. The students engaged the elders to tell them the history of their respective villages as narrated to them by their ancestors.
The history of Kombo could be conceptualized from the perspective of 4 main socio-political transformations. The first phase was the establishment of Bainunka dominance in Kombo. The second phase was also the establishment of Mandin-speaking migrants of Bojans and the Jatas. The third phase was the establishment of monarchical-based administration led by Fode Kombosilla. The fourth phase was the establishment of colonial administration in which the entire Kombo area became part of the British protectorate after the overthrow of Fode Kombosilla.
Kombo, as a regional entity, is located in the southwest Senegambia. The ecology in this region was characterized by mangrove swamps, behind which laid palm groves. The southwest part of the Kombo also had an ecology which was believed to have possessed numerous bamboo trees and other different species of trees. This beautiful forest attracted the Manding-speaking people of Mali to obtain these bamboo sticks to be used as bows and arrows. The ecology of Kombo thus served as a pull factor that brought many immigrants to settle. Furthermore, political factors in Mali also contributed to their migration into Kombo. It is believed that they came looking for new territories as they lost several of their controlled areas to Sundiata Keita at the Battle of Kirina in 1235. In Kombo, the earliest inhabitants were said to be Bainunkas. The Gambia, Casamas, and Guinea-Bissau were part of vast Bainung Empire called Casa Bainung, with its capital at Brikama, 53 kilometers from present-day Ziguinchor.
Kantu ntolunga mellon damma konton tan saba anin fula si jama ko ne konton jama jabe baynin kollo tollom man sa folo tim mo fi ngol kono tuba boli tolle tarra man sha ala tili jeje tolle tama beti abuluba amara fanna itolle mul be sa bonja itolle men tara nyim bankun kanjang jiyelo mu ani yiro
ni amoy nyanyuno baynin kolom ha baynin ko nyanyuno pebe o fega ndeti mo pebe binan ka fo jasi sonkodo jawro go wege udaoda nyanyuno degi
akodi kele jawro moy daoda baynin kolom kele wale mbande ibuka bor
budalama angiala kudu
ko ibuka la fi moye mara
foga galla kudo bu fege nala mambichi menkani kileti mini
yaje njanja muni kelo wale molba
gudarama gudala kene gudamari ala kene
ko bakal to moye muta fone mo muta de bar mote muta la ani wala nando yar.
Casa Bainung was ransacked and invaded by Manding migrants under the leadership of Tiramang Trawali. As Donna Wright contends, the wave of Manding migration has altered political geography and ethnicities in Senegambia. Many Bainunkas have changed ethnicity due to Mandinka dominance of both social and political structure. Clearly, certain surnames today, Bondi, Bajinka, Koli, Sambu, and Kombo, are said to be originally Bainunkas. It is established that natives of this region had established civilizations, most of which were acephalous before the Manding conquest. In this region, the Bainunkas established territorial polity in the south coastal settlements of Sanyang, Tujereng, and Katong, under the matriarchal administrative jurisdiction of Queen Wulending Jessie. Bainunka traces could be identified in terms of the locative term Kang. These villages are found in Foni, believed to be the final destination of Bainunkas when they were subdued by Manding conquerors. Therefore, the nomenclature for settlements like Kang Mamudu, Kang Kuntu, Kang Wali, Kang Sambu, Kang Laji, and Kampanti were all believed to be earliest settlements of Bainunkas. However, in Kombo, most of the earliest settlements were named after the persons who established them. Accordingly, Sanyang was named after a Bainunka man called Sanyang Bajasi. The capital of Kasa Bainung Empire is called Brikama. There are speculations that Brikama, the present-day hub of public administration and commerce in Kombo, is named after that great capital. This is often refuted by Manding versions, despite several divergent versions on the origin of the name of this place. A lot of evidence about the establishment of Kombo seems to point at the fact that the Bainunkas were the earliest settlers in this region.
Janning mobe settle la Kombo, sanyan ne follow settleta. What monak Bainunkol bim bankol khan. Si merim balamit. Violence kelo ibam pare ka jabangul je nyala sirin yim banko ka wole Bainunka kelo sabo. Wato gunjurbe damin bi imantaka nun jeto. Oto be tumbum foloto. Dula do bije ka foje sandal. Bainun kole be sirin je ka fa sandal ba between gunjur ani nyofele. Wo keno min bije.
Min du folota ja. Ka fo le biarul. Biarul wolle folota ja.
Comme mo kon jam Bainun kol dam mala biyan. Si kotenti jam wotuma bojante jatante da bonte sanyante si kotenti
ñim fo njaarol banko abe jaarol le bulunu jaarol bayni kakunda walla amal sori shambu anin kaba shambu walla bara man salaban wala mukabati wala mukaba shambu.
Migrations are said to be motivated either by pull or push factors. One of the push factors for Manding-speaking migrants was ecological. Their original home in Mali was affected by famine and drought. Consequently, the Kontes and Jaras fled towards the west via Kabu. In Kabu, they felt it prudent to establish a political alignment with the then reigning king, Mamba Kotusane. The purpose of this alignment with the king of Kabu was to get military support in case of any eventuality in the Senegambia region. The migration of these Manding-speaking people took two patterns. Those who came passing through the sea in the north bank of the Gambia River were referred to as the Kasinkas, whilst those who passed through the south bank through Foni were referred to as the Karoninkas. The former were referred to as the Kasinkas because they lived with them for some time. The latter were called the Karoninkas because they had intermarried with the people of Karuni in the Casamas region of southern Senegal. The Manding-speaking people wanted to establish their dominance in the whole Kombo. However, the presence of the native Bainunkas posed a threat to their aspirations. Alternatively, they had to seek an external support from the then king of Kabu, Mamba Kotosane. Consequently, Mamba Kotosane sent a military reinforcement and the Bainunkas were forced to retreat, surrender, and finally fled to other areas. This was what paved the way for the total control of the Manding migrants, especially the Bojang and the Jata clans over Kombo. The Bainunkas deserted their cultural home to establish themselves in the southeastern part of the Gambia and other parts of Kombo. It was these wars that led to their extinction. Therefore, Kombo became the name of this region, referred to in Mandinka as those who are extricated from hostility.
The people that particular tribe, Bainunkas, hated them. And the people of Kabu came to help them and then remove that hatred. This is how Kombo came about.
Kombo nasi yang ulati, Baininka kontongolong, ni kaiton dile bajila. Kombo, ifile shirin kama murija. Kombo, itolle tarsa nyato, ikondano mbik Kombo kundankango. Wala mo alingata Kombo kundankolia. Biri futate ma tembo men e ko min nan kay mukkimin aja ka modon ni kontrol danta janne wala fankaso fele tambidulati je sai e ko negela jige daw wala mo ngamuru koma kabiri murnan koma ya bojon kinan kotake inil labangol kabbe nimmen nata te mu shiji malin to lumin shi karla homo gutamo e kamuni yini kanno hode ke tem e ko kashi la nyini damin nandine kanno ho dumina guno intol man shidla dile ta shinola fonga shidla dile.
The pre-colonial Senegambia is tied into a complex web of socio-cultural alliances called Dankuto between states, ethnic groups, people of different patronymic names, and cousins. This is a significant bond in the establishment of territorial security and internal stability, sometimes referred to as joking relationships.
Birina keta mo be sirinjang Usman ko be sirinjang ye baynungol le tarajang to baynungol ye batandi bak o ye batandi ka fo nyami data murnang back to silokan nang kabo karaw kabo man say ko ya yen do sidi laminde mo taji barole batandi de o dan ko be ko monin kabo tem han say kabungol nata mol delkezo wulina ke turfo kana jang ka bayningol kele ke bondi jang ko man ko sabata ko mo sabata tendeni bayningol bayjang.
The existing evidence regarding the history of Queen Wulending Jesse is diverse. The oral version states that Queen Wulending Jesse migrated from Tilibo, or the east in Mali. She passed through Kabu to Karuni. It is confirmed that when she was moving southward to establish a permanent settlement, she stopped at Kumbalulu in Karuni. 3 years later, she consulted the oracle, and it was revealed that she was yet to reach her actual destination. With strong determination to reach the prescribed destination, Queen Jase followed the riverbank until she got to a place called Bekefete near Sanyang. Queen Wulending Jase had 3 daughters from Tilibo, Mali. These daughters were Kutu Jane, Banna Jane, and Kani Jane, as well as other members of her family. At this time, both Tujereng and Kartong were under the jurisdiction of Wulending Jase, both situated at Pacholing. It is established that most African settlements frequently resettled in search of fertile land and protection from lawlessness that prevailed at the time. Similarly, for Tujereng and Kartong, as a result of continuous conflict and insecurity, she directed the people of Tujereng to move north-south and settle there forever.
Sanyambe sirin jang satel minnu ba dala wo jamano la wala mu katon be nung damin jelon pacholen e ka faje cholen afele sanyan ning Tujeren tema wo wato le katon mufta katay be border to damin sani sate min be dala wala mu fande tinting in those days bor sani ka faje Tujeren. So mune atinna sate to bota ala to floto ya tola Tujerenda because ya jele ko biri mufta musuman so ko si damin sate be damin sanyin ali tuje for yereng.
Other sources reveal that the present-day Kartong was built by Kambi Jase. His roots can be traced from Mali. Kambi Jase lived at Abene village in Casamas before journeying to build Sanyang. It is narrated that Karafayali, a hunter from Busumbala, came to discover the kingdom of Sanyang when he reached the southern part of Kombo on one of his hunting trips. Accordingly, Karafayali climbed on a soto tree while waiting for wild games. He heard cock crow at daybreak and also women pounding in the daytime. This made him to confirm the existence of an established settlement. Consequently, he followed the direction of the sound. Surprisingly, he saw Queen Wulending Jase.
People might actually wonder how a woman from such a background could establish a powerful political influence in Lower Kombo area. The matriarchy has been in existence for many years, as it is actually narrated to us by the elders in Old Kombo area. What we need to understand is the political transformation in the Lower Kombo area. After the demise and the extinction of Bainunkas, or before the extinction of Bainunkas, there emerged another powerful Mandi-speaking force in the Sanyang area who actually succeeded the political throne of Sanyang and the other areas. These were the Jabans, led by Kontron Jabang, who were the people who actually fought in the Lower Kombo area against the Bainunka dominance. Kontron and the Jaban dynasty emerged as political leaders in the Kombo area before the migration of the Mandi-speaking people. In the pre-colonial Senegambia, the main function of the kings and the queens, one is to provide territorial defense and security for their people. The second one is to serve as spiritual leaders, that is, serving as intermediaries between their subjects and the ancestors who passed away before time. It is important that Queen Wulending Jase also served as what spiritual leader for our people. Wulending Jase in that time had a great mystical power that made her people to elect her to actually succeed the father who was called Kambi Jase. Where we are right now, it is the shrine of Queen Wulending Jase. This confirmed and symbolized that our people were inclined to believe in the existence of divine power of God.
It was asserted that the Gambia as a country derived her name from Kambi Jase, Wulending's father. Gambia and Kambi Bolong all depicts the territorial possessions of Kambi Jase. The term Gambia was later corrupted as Gambia. Lot of evidence pointed out that the Bainunkas were the indigenous people of the Kombo. In the pre-colonial Senegambia, alliance systems were not only facilitated in terms of intersocietal, states, or horizontal interrelationship. An abstract form of alignment through vertical interrelationship was facilitated as a strong base to strengthen state powers and political positions against alleged human and spiritual forces. Therefore, the three main sacred ecological settings in Kombo, namely Makasutu, Kartong Folonko, and Kachikali, are said to be abode of spirits belonging to the people of various settlements in Kombo. The sacred grove, Kartong Folonko, located on the southwestern part of the Atlantic, was named after Folonko Jase, Kambi Jase's son. Wulending, a sister to Folonko, was left at Sanyang to rule. But what is more authentic is that Sanyang was founded by Kambi Jase well before the arrival of Queen Jase.
Folonko fananata na nyamen. Iko tumaya tarebe karonko. Mutung ko kambani ndi ngoli tenten. Itata lonyi no la suto konoje. Biri tata lonyi no le tata ke bataraje. Iko ndol tata ulumbangot. Baranga mole taraje. Ako modu ali atara minela. Iko ngakele taraje. Barang tolong atara le akajimi akawuli. Akajimi akawuli. Ika ali atara salol. Tolong atara la kafongolod. Kafongolo. Wala ne ko Folonko.
Busumbala is located in Upper Kombo, formerly called Afet. The Jata clan is believed to be the founders of Busumbala. They arrived in Kombo around the 13th century. This was shortly after the Battle of Kirina between Sundiata Keita and Sumanguru Conte. The defeat of Sumanguru forced the Conte and Jara clans to move to the western parts of this sub-region.
kafutankol le nata ñola anin birkama anin manduware yo kabili nata ifutata kafuta wo doli kuro keje yela bayolu jaje utu wal kon tolbe sila jalla ko kafuta jare su utu dol nata tambina usumbala ni birkama ni manduware wonna da tambina usumbala ngol fana dala itara si badal tanji wala si tawol yo bili boto be birkama anin jamburu bo jangol le mo lo kilingol usumbala ngol mbari ngol lo mo be birkama ngol o kamala usumbala mansol min tuna jatala fo mansa tan ani wor
mbe jammin to tentin mbe sulin jatala bung tintingole no kanja mole mu mansa labawti busumbala nyin sita kurol min bi jantentin jannam busumbala la sateti wotu moy be mansa yala yo nyin duto bala jonkon kara ko male ala jonkon yo bari nyim ala buntintingo wo man num bole to tentin ate sulin jata yo ate sulin jata atele man soti mi alon ko atele labanta busumbala man sayala jang.
It should be noted that during this period of migration from Mali, the village of Sanyang was already in existence and known to be the oldest village in Kombo. This assertion was confirmed by the elders of Busumbala, Yundum, Sanyang and Manduar.
Busumbala musate ke babalti ko mokono bi sate cho sanola birin nung hani ko Kombo lafta fola ikana be on fola Busumbala jel Busumbala fana sate min tarakteri morga be bota dingol ko Sanyang kollem sumala musanyante do ko fira wona mollem nung ni nata e ko bato e bi ko do ko mum do ko dingol ko mo meri balu Sanyante.
According to the tradition, a lineage-based kingship was established in Busumbala when Karafayali Jata got married to one of the daughters of Queen Wulending Jase. After the consummation of the marriage, Karafa took away his wife from her mother in Sanyang. According to the tradition, it was the lady who surrendered her royalty to her husband in Busumbala. Therefore, the name Busumbala originated from two Mandinka words, Busi, which means to forcibly take away from, and Abala, meaning her mother. The establishment of Busumbala is a testimony that the Manding-speaking people of Busumbala were centralized and wasted no time in establishing a political civilization in their newly established place. The Jatas still remain at the helm of affairs in Busumbala. Busumbala, therefore, had succeeded in establishing a political alignment with both Sanyang and Yundum at a very early stage, which demonstrated the political consciousness of its leadership at that time. Yundum also occupied a unique place in the history of Kombo. The people of Yundum were very instrumental in the administration of Upper Kombo region. They are called Bojang Tamba. They migrated to Yundum due to a dispute over the mystical spear that symbolized their political authority. They are therefore identified as Bojang Tamba. However, it was narrated that when the dispute erupted over the succession, the elders of Bojang clan in Kombo met and decided that the other brother with Tamba Falantao, meaning spear without handle, should migrate to Upper Kombo area. This led to the formation of rotational kingship between Jatas and Bojangs in the Kombo Afet region.
You num to fang mu yutaleti. Yuta. Yuta ta nanne nata sijang. Man samuang anen killing. Wala tolota yundum sate o kono jang. Enem Busumbala la ka nyo falim man sayal. Nim man sa tolota yundum jang. Ala deputy betara Busumbala le king in waiting. Mi ya lon ka be abela moy kan ni ndom bata ja tele bina ninga atabe man sayala jana king in waiting betara yundum janne because busumbala mu yundum barindingol leti bojangol nin jatal kundankol la Kenya kamba.
In the latter part of 19th century, Kombo witnessed the migration of the Muslims from the east. These minority Muslim clerics found the entire Kombo in the hands of Soninke aristocracy. The Muslim clerics established their own separate settlements in Gunjur and Sukuta. However, the non-Muslim aristocrats in Kombo were hostile and forced them to pay annual tax to the reigning kings of Kombo based in Brikama, Busumbala and Yundum. By 1855, the Muslims gradually gained ground in their settlements, mainly Gunjur, Sukuta and Brufut, against the Soninke political hegemony. As a result, Fakeba led the Muslim troops to invade Busumbala, in which Mansa Suling Jata was killed by forces loyal to Fakeba Ture of Gunjur.
Woka fay tubi itolu ko ta tubi uti ni wo nata keloke kabiru wo keloke da da ba la Kombo silla la molu wolu sembo la ta warle tolite yo biri wo botala inata wakili iko be tubi la.
Mansa Koli Bojang of Kombo was very powerful and despotic. However, all the 7 Muslim villages situated along the coast of Kombo became allied to Fode Kombo Silla. They were Gunjur, Katang, Sanyang, Tujareng, Brufut, Sabiji, and Jambur. The Soninke villages were as many as 19, and they were Brikama, Manduar, Kiti, Sifo, Busumbala, Yundum, Lameng, Mandinari, Tubakuta, Selet, Pirang, Farababanta, Farabasutu, and Kafuta. After the demise of Fakeba, the Muslim elders in Kombo, with strong determination, were eager to elect a leader who will help them to uproot the Soninke hegemony. Consequently, the Muslim elders in Kombo employed the service of Marabous, who went into Halwa, or spiritual seclusion, for 7 days and recommended Fode Silla as right candidate for the post. The Muslim elders met Fode Kombo Silla Ture at Kanuma. This research has given the university students the opportunity to examine Kombo from different perspectives. That is the socio-political situation before the arrival of Mandinkas, and establishment of Sanyang, Busumbala and Yundum, the coming of Islam, and the transformation of Kombo from lineage-based to monarchical-based administration. The story of Queen Wulending Jase demystifies the notions that Africans were entirely patriarchal. It has been established that Bainunkas inhabited Kombo before the arrival of the Manding-speaking people. Bainunka Kombo is believed to be part of the Greater Kasa Bainung Empire that encompassed greater parts of the present-day Gambia, Casamas, and Guinea-Bissau. However, today, very little is known about this humble ethnic group, their language, and origin.